This thing is a beast for gaming and productivity, but let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been running this ASUS ROG Strix G18 for a few weeks now, and honestly, it feels like I've got a desktop in a laptop body. The screen alone makes a huge difference, 18 inches with a 16:10 aspect ratio and 144 Hz refresh rate. Watching movies or editing videos, the extra vertical space is nice, and the colors pop in a way that's hard to match on smaller panels. For gaming, that 3 milliseconds response time keeps everything sharp even when I'm pushing 144 FPS in titles like Cyberpunk or Starfield. I don't notice any ghosting, and the brightness is bright enough that I can use it in a sunlit room without squinting. Under the hood, you've got an Intel Core i9-14900HX paired with 32 GB of DDR5 RAM. I've had Chrome running with 20 tabs, a couple of Lightroom edits, and a Discord call all at once, and the system barely broke a sweat. The 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD is fast too, boot times are instant, and game load screens fly by. I installed Call of Duty Warzone and it loaded in under 20 seconds, which is wild compared to my older laptop. The RTX 5070 handles ray tracing and DLSS 3 without breaking a sweat. I ran a few benchmarks and got around 120 FPS in Cyberpunk with DLSS set to quality mode and RT overdrive off. Turn on RT overdrive and it still holds 60 FPS, which is impressive for a mobile GPU. I've also been using it for some light 3D modeling in Blender, and the GPU acceleration cuts render times down significantly. If you're into content creation or just want a laptop that can handle both work and play, this thing delivers. Cooling is something ASUS really nailed here. The ROG Intelligent Cooling System uses multiple heat pipes and self-cleaning fans to keep temperatures in check. Even during long gaming sessions, the fans ramp up but stay relatively quiet. I've seen laptops that sound like jet engines under load, but this one stays manageable. The keyboard stays cool too, which is a nice bonus if you're typing for hours. The RGB light bar is a fun touch. You can customize the colors and effects through Armoury Crate, and it syncs with your other ROG gear if you have any. It's not essential, but it adds a bit of personality to the machine. The build quality feels solid, metal lid, sturdy hinge, and no flex in the keyboard deck. It's a bit heavy at around 6.6 pounds, but that's expected for a high-end gaming laptop with this much power. Battery life is decent for a gaming laptop, but don't expect all-day use. I got about 4 to 5 hours of light productivity work before needing to plug in. If you're gaming, you'll definitely want to stay plugged in, but for general use, it's fine. The Wi-Fi 7 support is a nice upgrade too, offering faster and more stable connections for online gaming and streaming. Now, it's not perfect. The speakers are okay, but they're not going to replace a good sound system. The fans can get loud under heavy loads, though they're not as obnoxious as some competitors. And at this price point, you're looking at a significant investment, so it's not for everyone. Overall, this laptop is a powerhouse. If you need top-tier performance for gaming, content creation, or both, the ASUS ROG Strix G18 is a solid choice. The display, performance, and cooling all work together to make it a standout. Check it out using the link below if you're interested. For most buyers, the real question is not whether ASUS ROG Strix G18, 2025, gaming laptop, 18-inch FHD plus 1610 144 Hz per 3 milliseconds display NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070, Intel Core i9 processor 14900HX, 32GB DDR5-5600, 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD, Wi-Fi 7 sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like high-level performance unleash power with Windows 11 Home, and fast memory and storage, multitask seamlessly with 32 GB of actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like ASUS ROG Strix G18, 2025, Gaming laptop, 18-inch FHD plus 1610 144 Hz per 3 milliseconds display NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070. Intel Core i9 processor 14900HX, 32B DDR5-5600, 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD. Wi-Fi 7 usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.